Man a bad man. And some don't understand. Till them things go rap-a-pam. Pam, front page nigga that a gang. Gang, front page nigga that a gang. Gang, we know we got fi Babylon. Come through and live on like a soccer man. Yo, yo, up bow with the shot a gang sound like a round of applause when we clap a man. Yo, yo, got guns like Taliban. Got phones look like Siri Rubber Bank. Drill a load of gal like Shabba Ranks. Yeah, we run the game like a marathon. Yo, yo, this the page and I have a chance. Shots go on your head like a...
It's your motherfucking boy, ShakesRockeye T, and you are listening to the Shake 'em Up podcast.
You mean? Because you definitely need money in New York to survive. Right. You'll definitely be on that train.
Right. I got 2 jobs just to make things happen. Cause like I realized like one wasn't enough.
Like stuff, like you know, everything. Like even when the bag of chips went up, everything like rent, everything you know has been going up. And life is like technology is evolving. They trying to make downtown and everywhere like the Manhattan. So people that's paying that money in Manhattan, their rent in Manhattan is going up, and they coming to Brooklyn. They like, oh, this is the new Manhattan, so they can afford that. Right. So they making they knocking down corner stores and things like that, and they just renovating and they calling it affordable housing. But you got to make $94,000 a year. You feel what I'm saying? So It's like, how is that affordable housing? 1 bedroom is $1,000 plus. So I'm like, it's real rough out here. Like,
that's a fact. Like you said, you gotta work. Game out there. Like you gotta be in your hustle.
A studio, like people be having memes. Like a studio, they'll be like, oh, this is a studio. You gotta pay $1,300, $1,400. And you ever got a bathroom, you feel what I'm saying? So it's definitely hard. It's expensive.
You in your bed and you motherfucking your toes is touching the goddamn bathroom.
Yeah, definitely it's hard.
Yeah, New York City, they're making it so that you have to be, a certain type of bracket to be able to survive up here, or they want you to move outside of the city.
And I think they're doing a very good job. A lot of people are like, they moving, like even my nephew and his family, like they was living in Star Wreck City, and it's like stuff got expensive, the baby and things like that. They moved to Atlanta, so that's like 6-7 people.
In Atlanta, the stuff is going up in Atlanta too.
It's cheap though. She got a whole house for $900. I'm paying a band in the projects. I want to be able to smoke in my backyard and have strippers. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's weird.
Well, you see what it is. What I tell people, the cost of living is gonna be cheaper outside of New York because the people make less. So Atlanta is the type of place where you want to be an entrepreneur like yourself. A business owner. Because if you have to go work for somebody in Atlanta, like you have to work at a certain type of job to make a certain type of money in Atlanta to survive in Atlanta itself.
Because it's cheap out there.
Because it's cheap out there. But it's just like living in New York and you're making a certain amount and you're just able to pay your bills and survive. So in Atlanta, you have to have a car. In New York, you don't have to have a car. It's considered a luxury item because they have a transit system that's 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to all these other places, they don't have it. So, they have to drive everywhere. I was out in Atlanta and I was like, I couldn't walk to the corner store. My store is right across the street from my house. Right. So I'm used to, being able to walk to the corner store. I do drive here in New York as well, but in New York, it's a choice or option to drive if you want to,
It is. That's awesome.
I don't know. I just think it's trickology. I think they trick you into thinking if you move out of state, you get these houses for cheaper, but you're not making the same amount.
They're just trying to get you out of there. They're trying to buy you out, and then you fuck yourself in the end.
I mean, it's cool to get a house for $900 a month, but then you got to get the car, and then you got to pay a car note, or insurance.
That totals up to what you're
gonna so when you add it up, it's like same thing. And Atlanta's like,
and it's hard because say for example, like you see how I'm an entrepreneur, I can easily go take the 2 train to Crown Heights and go do a pop-up shop. Right. If I'm in PA, Connecticut, or Delaware, I can't. It's not easy for people. People are gonna be driving a pop-up shop, so it's easier.
Right.
I go like she said, I can walk outside in my boxes and go to the store. You know what I'm saying? Versus walking miles and not trying to get killed by a deer or a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or a bear.
Or a bear, yeah.
My friend told me one time she had to stay outside until the bear left. I'm like, I don't want to wait for a bear to leave before I go inside my house.
Right.
I'm clapping that shit.
I mean, I don't even like to see rats.
Yeah, it's different.
But a bear? Forget it. What else you got there, Shake?
I'm gonna
shake him up, baby.
The nigga with the fastest thing in the planet, motherfucking Shakespeare. Yeah, nigga. Flatbush, Brooklyn. That's me.
Flatbush, Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah, that's me. You gonna recognize me now. You gonna see all the shit now. All the motherfucking videos. Yeah. Shake him up.
I'll see it. Shake him up.
I gotta keep with Kobe. You know
Shoot,
what I'm saying?
let's keep it going.
So the first one is have a champion mentality. Wait, how do you feel about that?
Is that a part of the Mamba thing?
It is part of the Mamba.
It's like the top 10 Mamba.
Outwork. Number 2 is outwork your potential. What does that mean? What do you think that means?
I think it means that your competition should be yourself.
Right.
You know, a lot of times people watch face and they're watching what somebody else is doing and comparing it to what they're doing. Like I had people say to me, "Oh, you should be at this point." No, I shouldn't, because you don't know what the hell I'm doing at this point right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm solidifying my business right now.
It's not a motherfucking game.
No, I'm a businesswoman, okay?
Facts.
And I've been in this comedy game for 2 years, right? And in the 2 years that I've been in this comedy game, I've been on Broadway over 5 times, and right now I'm actually putting together a comedy union, and I create stages alongside my partner, Butter Basics.
Right.
We have
Shout out to Butter Basics.
Shout out to Butter Basics. We have a show.
Who's that? DTF?
Yes.
Shout out to DTF.
Yes.
Who's calling? Mama's calling?
Nah, that ain't Mama.
Hey, rude boy,
That
go
ain't
back
Mama.
later.
Yeah, rude
Kill
boy.
her, go back, kill her.
Yeah, real boy. But and we do a comedy series called About to Blow, and all the comedians that are on the show are about to blow up.
Okay.
And I did that in 2 years.
Oh, I need to be
So thank you. And there's like comedians that I'm running into that's like, oh, I'm 7 years in the game, I'm 10 years in the game, I'm 5 years in the game, and we're doing the same things, and I'm 2 years in the game. So I'm applying something called quantum physics.
Nice. Quantum physics.
Quantum
I'm gonna have to do my research on that.
Well, it's just like, okay, so you have quantum leaps, which are faster. Quantum leap is faster than sitting around meditating on something to happen.
Right.
So a prime example of quantum physics would be 50 Cent. Jay-Z, so look at Jay-Z, he had a 10-year span, and it took him 10 years to get to a certain place.
Right.
And it took 50 Cent's half of the time to get to that place.
Right.
So what 50 did versus what Jay-Z did was a quantum leap.
Right.
He did that in half the time frame that Jay-Z did it in. You know?
Right.
So then you look at 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was a millionaire within 6 months of putting his stuff out. That is what is considered a quantum leap.
Is it a similar thing with Pop Smoke, would you say?
Pop Smoke was a quantum leap.
Quantum leap.
That was a
Right.
quantum leap. Right.
Once the welcome to the party, and then you drop
Right.
Within that situation.
There's this book that I was reading a couple of years ago called U Square, and it was
Right.
dealing with quantum physics and dealing with quantum leaping. And it was like, what's the difference of making something happen in 1 year versus 5 years?
Right.
There's no difference. I mean, you're gonna make it happen regardless, but if you know you could make it happen faster, why not? So it's all about being in alignment and feeling a particular way.
Right.
And a lot of us associate how we feel with some sort of situation in our mind. So
Right.
most of us will wake up thinking about the problems of the world instead of the solution.
Right.
So I wake up not thinking about the problem. I wake up actually focusing on what's to come opposed to what's happening.
Right.
You know, and that's how I'm able to control the quantum physics. So I focus on the things that I want. I actually created a vision board this year.
I need quantum physics in my life.
Yes, you gotta create a vision board, even if it's on your phone. I urge people to do it on your phone, because you're on your phone like most of the time of the day.
Everyone's on their phone.
So it makes sense to look at the things that you want to
Protect
accomplish
your phone.
like on your phone.
With Kobe Bryant, number 3, learn from failure.
Oh, that's I
You
can
gotta learn
definitely
from
speak
failure.
on that.
Read
Just
about that.
like before I started my clothing line, I used to see a lot of people, you know, I used to support a lot of people with their brand, and they just, you know, 2 years in the game, and then stuff just died down. I just try to see like why. So like me, I like to, you know, apply, you know, what I see, and then try to do it myself. So I started the brand. I'm like, you know, I had the first logo, and I noticed that you just gotta have a creative mind, because it's like.
Right.
Like me personally, like literally, I'm gonna tell you, like every year I'm gonna drop a new logo. Like you just have to be consistent.
Right.
So whatever
You
you
gotta
do,
take
you
the
better
basket.
get to me. I'm
Yeah.
giving you a year to get next to me, because then the following year is gonna be a whole new logo. You know what I'm
You
saying?
sound like the Mamba mentality itself.
So it's like I learned like each logo, even with the hand logo with the words. I learned from that. Like it had its run, and people still like it. So I had to switch it up a little bit. So it's all about just learning. Like, you know, I messed like the quality of hoodies I had from the beginning is different to the quality I got now. So that's all about me losing and getting the good feedback and the bad feedback, and just applying the pressure and just making it work the next time. So you could definitely learn from failure.
Yes, I agree with what you're saying, and like to me, failure is not failing. It's just like a learning process. So L's are taken as W's, because you know what not to do the next time around. And you know, some of us
L's means lesson learned.
Yes,
My G.
Yes, lesson learned.
Number 4 for Kobe Bryant's top 10 rules for success. How you can make that joint.
What we got?
Number 4, be a long-term thinker. Let me tell you about that one. You gotta think of long run.
Yes.
What's the goal? What's the game plan?
Yes.
My game plan is the podcast to make money,
Yes.
to get ads, sponsorship,
Yes.
commercials. I need your help. I need you to bring me out there, so I can stop working. So I can stop working my 2 jobs.
That's right.
Right?
That's
so I can
right.
do this, what I love to do,
That's right.
and keep promoting you and myself and the merch and everything that we do, shaking them up.
Shaking them up, and
Does that make sense?
it makes a lot of sense.
Nonsense.
And you know what I tell people? The same tactics will bring you the same results. So you got to shake them up
Facts.
and do something a little different.
Yes.
Like I'm about to throw a comedy cook-off
Ooh.
situation where
I'm hungry right now.
chefs are going to be competing and comedians are going to be competing at the same
Nice.
damn time. And the cool thing about it is my homeboy started it. Shout out to Mbusi. He started it out in Ithaca, and he actually booked me to be a comedian out in Ithaca for that
Upstate
event.
New York. All right,
Upstate
shout out
New
to
York.
you.
Shout out to
we know.
Ithaca.
Shout out to
Really
Ithaca.
dope.
Okay, we can come up over there and make a podcast.
It was dope.
We travel.
No, for real, we got to, and this is why I'm talking about it, because like what I seen was that every time a comedian went up, there was a set of food that went around.
Right.
So the people were judging, you know, the food as it went around. So I'm like, yo, we need to bring this to Brooklyn. So he found out. Well, I had posted that I wanted to do it, and I, you know, shouted him out because I believe that you have to give props to where you get certain creative ideas from.
Yes.
You know, it's nothing new. Yeah, it's nothing new under the sun. But a lot of times people will be around you and see what you got going on and then take it and act like they didn't get it from you. And I'm like, yo, you can pay homage. Great minds think alike. I'm glad that I was able to influence you and all that, you know, but don't play me and act like I didn't do that. You know, don't do that. At least you could give the respect, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, you know, you have some people that think that they're the only ones that can do something. Like, I've had a friend of mine say, oh, I did that first. I'm like, girl, do you know where we're at right now on this planet? Somebody did that a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? Like,
They've been doing that.
Like,
I did
you know,
this shit. Oh, I did that.
come
Nah,
on, like,
it's done already.
like,
nigga.
come on.
It's been done.
It's been done.
It's been
So
done.
the thing is that, you know, it's nothing new under the sun, but you are your own creative force, and the thing that you add to it is always going to be different from what somebody else is going to add to it.
That's
you know?
a fact. I want you to bring that camera right over here because I want to give the quote of the day for my Shake 'em Up viewers.
What is that?
Instagram, Facebook,
What is
Snapchat. It is only one model I go to.
What
Only
is
one
it?
model. Okay. Work for a cause, not for applause.
I agree.
Live life to express,
Yes.
not to impress. Don't strive to make your presence notice. Just
That
make
clout chasing?
just make your absence felt.
Is that clout chasing?
It might be.
Yeah, I don't
Make
like
your
clout
absence
chasing.
felt. You already know.
Yeah, absence.
You think so?
Sometimes absence is definitely necessary because a lot of times, especially like if you have that energy that you're always willing to help somebody, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times people will take your kindness for weakness.
Right.
And, you know, I'm the type of person, like, I'm always looking to help somebody because I feel like togetherness is wellness.
Exactly.
You know, and if you make it, I make it.
Teamwork make the
If
dream
you
work.
make it, I make it. Why we can't, like, we're all
Teamwork
together.
make the dream work.
So,
That's a t-shirt.
that's a fact. And 3 heads is always better than one.
Exactly.
And a great pimp told me one is close to none. So one person by themselves is close to nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we came here to co-create.
Roll another one.
Roll another one. We came here to co-create and be together on this. And, you know, the vibration brought us all together here today. You know what I'm saying? Because you're on a certain vibration, you're on a certain vibration, and I'm on a certain vibration. You're emitting energy out
And
into
the
the
whole
universe,
team is in
and it's bringing everybody
Exactly.
together. So I tell people, you know, you're going to start off by yourself. You're gonna start off doing this shit by yourself. Your immediate people is not gonna be the ones that's gonna be the ones that's looking out for you, and that's cool.
You gotta love it.
That's okay.
You gotta, same here.
It's all fucking K because when you start emitting that energy,
Look what it
come.
says. Hey, Shake them
Shake
Up
'em Up
podcast
podcast.
with Shakespeare with Dolo nigga. Dolo. Them niggas came here and left.
I'm
They left.
telling
Listen,
you.
yo, I had a team here. I had 1 team, 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams. Listen, I love all those people. They're all my team. Until this day, they'll be my team.
That's
but
right.
hey, they left. It's okay because they have things to do.
That's right.
But I love those people.
But guess who doesn't go nowhere?
Hey.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare
Shakespeare gotta stay put.
I'm here.
You don't get to go nowhere.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm gonna be here all the time.
That's
here.
a fact.
Okay?
Yeah.
The show still goes on.
It still goes on.
One monkey don't start the show, but and, you know, at first I wanted to be like, oh, I need this, I need that, I need people. But when you realize that your dream is your dream and your vision is your vision, and you can't worry about the people.
Bet on yourself.
You better bet on yourself. The people will come. So trust the process. Cause I got all kind of people like, yo, I want to do your stage, yo, da da da. You know, right now y'all don't even know. I'ma just save it. I'ma save it. Cause it be a lot of little bad-minded people out there.
Yeah.
And y'all be putting that hateful energy out, and sometimes it be causing a algorithm glitch. So I'm not gonna have y'all fucking up my algorithm. So I would just show you better than I can tell you.
Facts.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Shake 'em Up podcast
Shake
is on
'em up,
YouTube.
shake 'em
Soon
up.
later, I'm talking to distribution peoples right now. I'm going to be on iTunes, Spotify.
iTunes.
Exactly, all the platforms. This is Shakes. Why you sound like Mike Tyson? I said, I'm here. I can talk like that. Why not? What's wrong with you? I'm here, man.
Did you see that meme with Mike Tyson? Well, it wasn't a meme, but they were saying Mike Tyson was willing to pay $10,000 for somebody to marry his daughter.
Yeah.
What? Are you serious?
And I heard he was so mad. He said when he finds out who's behind it, he's gonna punch their face
You know
off.
what? You know what? Yo, my G, bring the camera over here.
I did see that.
You know what, guys?
And I was like, what the hell?
Mad people was commenting like, yeah, I'll get her. What she at? I said, people was going with it. It was like, yo, it was like, give me. They said, I'll play my flight just to go over there. Give me that 10 million.
It was 10,000.
Yo.
Even 10,000, niggas were still going for
But
it.
she looks like Tyson. They said they said she's built like Tyson. Like she has like a
Come here, nigga.
She got a silver.
Boom.
Who said it's a silverback gorilla?
Who sick is it, nigga? That's what's gonna happen to you.
Tyson, I didn't say that. Don't come and punch my face.
No, me
I said
neither.
nothing.
We love you, Mike. Oh shit. No, I'm just saying. No, we love you.
No, Tyson. Because Tyson's really like 730. Do y'all remember when he slapped Donnie Jr.? Do y'all remember when he slapped Robert Downey Jr.?
Oh, he did? He smacked him up?
So they was doing a movie where it was like improv. So I give you like, they give you like a situation like me and you will be right here and they're like, you make up the words to say.
Yes.
So it was no script. So Robert Downey said something like, oh, do you like men? And something like in a gay way. And Mike Tyson's like, don't you ever do that again?
Who's that perfect? He called him at the first story, right? Yeah.
Yo,
it's okay.
Is Tyson Kenny's voice on South Park? Not Tyson, no, don't
Yo, Mike Tyson got a nice podcast, by the way. Shout out to Mike Tyson and the podcast.
Yes, shout out to him. And he's a comedian.
Yo, Mike, come watch my show. Mike, we need you, Mike Tyson. We need you to shake him up. I'm gonna tag you, killer.
Yes, come through, Tyson. We definitely
love to have you up
here.
I need you.
So what else we got, Shake?
I went over to Kobe by myself and said, Kobe, why did you dunk on us? Right? I said, Kobe, why did you dunk on us? I need that camera to look at me right in my eye. I'm gonna tell you, I said, Kobe, why did you dunk on us? Kobe always had that guru mentality. He said, when you have the will inside of you, when you have the will inside of you to do anything or whatever you want to do, you're gonna do it. I said, oh shit. I said, oh my God. He gave me a pound, I kept it moving. Wow. Since that day until this year, every year I tell my boys, whoever I know, I tell that Kobe story. I was proud to get dunked on. Nobody says that. But for him, it has alive and passed away. And Gigi and the 7 others. Right. Rest in peace. But that's my story for the day.
And you know what? That's so deep because you crossed paths with an awesome person.
With a legend.
You know, with a legend. I mean,
I could sit here and tell you guys I've seen Kobe.
And you played with Kobe. I touched Kobe. You played with Kobe, bro.
I played with Kobe.
I don't know nobody else that played with Kobe, bro. You're the only person I could be like, yo, my homeboy played with fucking Kobe, bro.
You see me do with high school.
Yeah, yo, I remember.
Like this.
And Shakespeare is like 6'7" himself.
6'5".
Well, I'm a midget, so to me, 6'5" is 6'7" is 6'6". It ain't alpha size.
That's one of my best stories I gotta tell about Kobe. It was amazing. All my people's here. That's unbelievable. When I heard that, I was crying like a goddamn kid.
He dropped jewels on you.
Unbelievable. Yes, he did.
Because where there's a will, there's a way.
Until this day, exactly. Yes, you got it. This is like this This is why you're my team.
You already
Shake
know.
them up.
Shake them up podcast.
Humblebeast is in the house.
We in the building.
In the building.
Let them know. This
Secret
is
stash.
season 4, right here.
4, right
Episode
here,
42nd, 43. Whatever it is, man. Anybody it is, man. I don't know, fuck. Shake them up
No, but
podcast.
that's dope.
Joke aside, you know I like to be
Because
silly.
the will that you applied will to be in that game, to be able to play against
Exactly.
Kobe, to have him dunk on you, to tell you that it took will for him to do what he did, but it took will for you to be where you was
I didn't
at.
know that was Kobe until he rised up and said, "Hey, I am here." Oh, you are here? Who are you? Because you know we New York cats. You
Right,
know,
right,
we come in like yo, we here, son. Yo, we from Brooklyn.
That's a fact.
We got big balls.
Got that swag.
We got balls right here. Yo, son, hold my dick. Nah, what? Nah. Yo, son.
Hold my
This
dick.
nigga came and said, nah. I got the big dick here. I'm the big concho.
Yeah.
Boom.
He had the big kahunas.
He dunked on us. I said, yo, you got me,
him.
son. I said, okay, you got it. I started speaking in Thai. I said, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Scusa, buonasera. Come sta? Tutto bene? I am black sister. You know me? Forget about it,
My
Tony.
son is okay.
Forget about it, Tony.
You my new best friend. Come here.
Listen, that is dangerous. Who made that beverage?
This is Jay-Z.
Woo!
This is the juice juice.
Two chupitos, 2 shots of that. Killer.
Yeah, this
You got a
shit-
shot of that shit? That's pretty, killer. Listen, we need you to say, we need
Yes,
you
listen.
to sponsor.
Sponsor fact.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
a sponsor.
I'm
Sponsor.
gonna have to email Rock Nation and
Not
find
again.
out like, yo, what's good? We out here drinking the juice juice.
Exactly. Let them know
We
what you
gonna need
got on there, girl.
Jigga Man, you see what's going on? Shake 'em up podcast, but we here with the juice juice.
Yeah.
All that.
La, 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 la.
All that.
Exactly. Who got the power? Listen, my next question is, I want to ask you guys, how does it feel to be poor in America?
Ooh.
Am I getting too deep now? Am I going too low left?
I want-
I'm switching the game up.
You
How
getting
feel
a
about
little quiet.
Yeah,
Talk
Humble
about it,
Beast.
because
Big
you
over
over here selling the shirts and stuff. Not
Exactly.
this one, but you got
did
the
that one
clothing
shirt
line
left.
going, so
Shit, I'm selling
let
out.
us know.
Say that again.
My question
How does it
is,
feel to be poor in America?
how does it feel to be poor in America? As us, who has a struggle.
Janique,
Music.
shout out Janique.
Janique.
Yeah.
Shout out Janique Music, yeah, we love you over there.
Bow.
Yo, she is making
Bow.
Bow.
bow. How you like me now?
Bow.
Bow. Bow, nigga.
Hey.
Yeah, shake him up.
Definitely gotta be on the you gotta stay on the new trends. Everything.
Yes, you have to. Shout out to Gino and Bino. They just got
Yeah.
signed to Def Jams.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tell them on camera anyway. Who got something to tell on camera right here?
Shout out to Gino and Bino, Pinky and the Brain. We covered their album mixtape release party, and also we dropped some new heat on our radio station 99.3 FM. I'm the host of Late Night Situations, and that's a Monday from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. You can catch me on your FM dial. I said FM dial.
FM. It's
Yes.
not a game. Getting that money, get straight in that bag.
You already.
Talking about straight content, fire content like we do over here on the Shake 'em Up podcast.
Yes.
Don't forget, listen, hit me up with some merch. I got
Shake 'em
all
up, shake 'em
sizes.
up, shake
I got
'em
for the
up.
kids. Look at the t-shirt.
'em up, shake 'em
Sexy.
up. I already
Look at-
know. Wait, hold on.
Are you sparkling over there? Are you spark-
Wait,
Let them know. Show. But you show. Let them know what you got on there, killer.
See that?
Show the
I
crew.
see that?
Some music.
Shake 'em
It's
up.
not a game, killer. Yeah. But I want to talk to Humblebeast.
What up? What up?
Peace.
Humblebeast, you got some fresh hoodies.
Yes.
You got some fresh.
Wait a minute, Humblebeast gave me
Studies.
something. Hold on.
What Humblebeast got you? Let's show what
Wait,
Humblebeast
I gotta
got
show y'all because I love
Listen,
showing
show-
things.
show us
Because
what
look, it ain't
My
tricking
man
if you
came-
got it, right?
My man came
Humblebeast.
with word.
Bow.
Sexy shirts.
So I got this
Listen.
nice, and the way, like, if you look at the structure,
Right.
ladies,
Look at that, look at that,
like,
look at
it's
that.
like curved. It's
Huh?
like already got a curve. Like, you might
Look at
can't tell, but
My
this
shirt
is gonna
and
look really
Humblebeast.
sexy on me tonight when I hit the
Ooh.
stage. You know what I'm saying?
Killer.
So check that out. Let me get a little closer for you
Exactly.
guys so y'all can see
Real
that.
podcast over here.
I
My
think
shit's
this is dope.
different.
Look at the
I'm different over
creativity
here,
on
man.
that.
Facts.
I appreciate it.
You
Definitely
know?
we got
Yeah.
women's, everything.
They had to say they
Shout
put
out to Dre, my cameraman,
they
doing
put
an
the little-
excellent job.
They put
Engineer,
they put
my
the little
my engineer
African
behind the
American
cut.
child what
You
in
already know.
that Gap monkey
Peace
in
of
the
love.
jungle
Yeah,
shit.
and H&M.
And yeah, H&M tried to make it seem like it was a bad thing, but now look at this.
Ooh.
Look how we implement and put things together.
Humblebeast, look at that.
Now
That
look
is
at
my
that.
my headliner
Look at
tonight,
that.
my guest.
Half man,
He's doing
half
a great
pig.
job. Shout out to
appreciate
him.
it.
Look at that.
He's part of the team
Look
already.
at that. You can't offend us. We
Okay.
take something that you try to offend us with and make it ours. Are you
Word.
stupid?
Yeah.
H is
Yeah.
mad
Stupid.
smart. H is mad
Stop
smart.
it.
Smarter than the
Stop.
people that run this country.
Run that.
It's a fact.
You already know what it is. Shake 'em up podcast.
Super creativity. I never seen that like this before.
You already know.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's not a game, killer.
Sometimes people be scared to just to try different things.
That's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
fact.
Like I knew certain people was like, why would you choose an 8? You know what I'm saying? I got negative feedback, but I just, you know, I got way more positive.
Are you
than
kidding
negative.
me? My King Kong niggas, chimps and gorillas. What? I don't know about that.
In that venom, killer.
King Kong niggas, where they at?
Yeah, right.
Where gorillas at?
Right here, look.
What's wrong with these niggas, man?
Alright?
But my niggas who, the knuckles is touching the ground.
Drink, homie. Yeah.
Where my Patrick Ewing's at? Where my Patrick Ewing's at?
Patrick?
Yeah, because his knuckles touch the ground.
Oh, shit. Yo, he's a Congo gorilla?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, he's gonna be mad at you.
Don't be mad at me, Patrick. It's only comedy.
We love you, Patrick. That's right.
No hard feelings, Pat.
No, I'm a comedian, Pat. Don't be mad.
That's it. We love
No,
you.
I do.
Send the t-shirt
Yes,
to the church over here.
Pat. Send us some 34s, some number 34s.
Yes. He's a bad man from Jamaica.
We need the Ewings.
Yeah, man. That's it, goddamn thing.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah, Rudy.
Doesn't his son play basketball with me?
¿Hablas español?
Un poquito.
Oh, un poquito.
No pasa nada, mira, yo hablo español perfecto.
Ah, poquito.
Sí.
No, not too
man.
much.
Sí, no too much. Habla español mucho,
You
¿vale?
know, like, you want to hear a joke? Look, you want to hear a joke? There was a Mexican guy crossing the street with his kids, right? So I'm like, yo, like, I guess this was like my Spanglish. So I'm like, yo, papi, don't be crossing the street with those kids like that.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay. And I was like, we understood each other because I put like the little accent on it.
Yeah, so
So I didn't have to speak Spanish. I just like, no, and he,
Yo.
hey, he understood.
Okay.
He's like, okay. I was like, yo, papi, you gotta hold that kid's hand when you cross the street.
Hey, take it easy, okay?
Yeah, take it easy. Hombre, right? This is Holmes. They got like a different accent. They be like Holmes. Yeah, it's like Holmes.
They got that voice. Like it's coming from the thing.
It's different.
I appreciate you, my G. This is good. I know. Shout out to Pot Bean. Pot Bean got a strong string. Strong string. Shout out to Nick, OG, Kush. We want that over here too. Shout out to you. Marathon Clothing. Thank you for the t-shirts and hats. Check them on podcast. Humblebeast t-shirts. You know what it is. Go and support us. This is what it is. Fun and love, peace and love. That's what it is. You only live once. Tomorrow's not promised, right?
No.
Go get that shit. That's your boy.
You have to.
Right?
Yes.
Check them out.
I'm gonna take that right there.
Stop at the Rakakaka spot.
Till them things go rap a pam. Pam. Front page nigga that I can. Front page
Sit
nigga that I
down.
Bow! You know what it is? How you liking me now? You know what it is right here? Yo, you know, boom, boom, boom! Yeah! Check my podcast, subscribe right now on YouTube. Your peoples, my peoples, subscribe on YouTube. Check my podcast. Peace and love. See you next time. Episode 41, 42, and 43. Hit you hard. Bang, 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 bang. Hit the nigga. It's your boy, ShakesRockeye T. Gonna say come on. F your couch. I know you a hater. Nigga, 2 times chicken wings and french fries, please.
Chicken wings and french fries. You buy now. Buy now. You buy now.
And well,
We said this.
Hey, brother,
Hurry up and buy.
Hurry up and buy.
Hurry up and buy.
Buy now.